What is up, guys? EJ here, back with another video, and today it's going to be my DVD collection for 2016 and Horror Part 3. So last time we finished with the P's, so starting off with the Q's. Up first we have Quarantine from 2008. Yeah, good movie with Jennifer Carpenter, remake of Wreck, which comes up next from 2007. Yeah, cool film set in an apartment building, Spanish horror movie. And I also have the sequel, Wreck 2, from 2009. Yeah, good little movies, those two. Alright, up next we have the Resident Evil films. The first one from 2002. Always been a big fan of Mila Jovovich. Michelle Rodriguez, good as well in this one. Yeah, the first one's probably still the best of the franchise, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. Up next we have Resident Evil Apocalypse from 2004, my least favorite of the sequels. Resident Evil Extinction from 2007, again not one of my favorites of the sequels. Next we have on Blu-ray 3D Resident Evil Afterlife. Yeah, not too bad, from 2010 from what I remember. And lastly, we have Resident Evil Retribution from 2012. Yeah, probably my favorite of the sequels, to be honest. Again, on Blu-ray 3D. Alright, up next we have The Return of the Living Dead from 1985. Fantastic horror zombie comedy. What's her name? Was it Linnea Quigley? Just fantastic in that film. Great scene with her in the cemetery. Alright, up next we have The Ring from 2002, one of the best horror films of the past decade. Naomi Watts, fantastic, really creepy, great ending, just a fantastic movie. And also got the sequel, The Ring 2 from 2005, not as good as the first one, but pretty decent. This also comes with Rings, The Circle of Fear is Growing. This came with the first Ring movie. It's like a little documentary. Alright, up next we have The Ruins from 2008. Yeah, really good film. I liked it a lot. I love the setting. Yeah, again, college kids on vacation in Mexico and exploring a pyramid, and all kinds of shit happens. Good stuff. Alright, up next we have the Saw films, the Saw franchise. 2004, the first one, still the best. Yeah, Carrie Elwes, Danny Glover, Monica Potter. I like this edition because of the saw that like floats around in the front. I hope you guys can see that. Yeah, good movie, the first one. Great surprise when that first came out. But then I got very tired of the sequels pretty quickly. Saw 2 from 2005. Another good lenticular cover on that one. Saw 3 from 2006. Saw 4 from 2007. Saw 5 from 2008, Saw 6 from 2009, and Saw the final chapter from 2010 on 3D Blu-ray, or Saw 3D, or Saw 7, depending on who wants to take a guess that this will not be the final chapter. I think in the future we will see another Saw movie. It's just a hunch. Alright, up next we have the Scream Ultimate Collection, the trilogy of the first 3 movies. The first one, of course, from 1996, just fantastic. Neve Campbell, Drew Barrymore, of course, David Arquette, Courtney Cox, just a fantastic movie. The second one, Scream 2 from 2007, good sequel. And 2000, Scream 3, probably my least favorite of the franchise. Also have Scream 4 on from 2011 on Blu-ray. Yeah, good sequel. I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot more than 3. Probably on par with the second one. Alison Brie and Hayden Panettiere were really good in this, I thought. Alright, up next we have Wes Craven's The Serpent and the Rainbow from 1988. Yeah, sort of creepy movie about voodoo. Yeah, I remember seeing that movie as a kid. It scared the hell out of me when I first saw it. Alright, up next we have Session 9 from 2001. Yeah, good movie set at a mental hospital. with David Caruso, Peter Mullen, Josh Lucas. Up next we have Shadow of the Vampire from 2000, really terrific movie about the making of Nosferatu. John Malkovich as F.W. Murnau and Willem Dafoe as, what's his name? It's like Max Schreck. Just fantastic. Great companion piece to Nosferatu. Alright, up next we have Shaun of the Dead from 2004. Fantastic zombie comedy, of course, with Nick Frost and Simon Pegg. Yeah, just really great fun. Up next we have The Shining from 1980, directed by Stanley Kubrick, of course, my all-time favorite horror film to this special edition. Jack Nicholson, amazing. Shelley Duvall, Scatman Crothers, just a fantastic movie. Alright, up next we have Silent Hill from 2006. Yeah, good movie with Rodda Mitchell. Yeah, I like this film a lot, based on the video game, of course. And I also got the sequel, Silent Hill Revelation, on 3D Blu-ray from 2012. Not as good as the first one, as by a long shot. Sean Bean's in it for some reason. Yeah, weird little movie. Alright, up next we have Silver Bullet, based on Stephen King's novel from 1985. Fantastic werewolf movie from the 80s with Corey Haim and Gary Busey. Yeah, I love that film. Alright, up next we have Sinister from 2012 on Blu-ray. Yeah, one of my favorite horror films of this decade, that's for sure. I thought it was fantastic. Ethan Hawke, really good. Just really good and creepy story. Was not a fan of Sinister 2, so that's why I don't have it. Alright, up next we have Sleepy Hollow from 1999, directed by Tim Burton, one of my favorite Tim Burton films. Loved the legend of the Headless Horseman. Johnny Depp and Christina Ricci, fantastic. Supporting cast, wonderful. Christopher Walken as the Hessian at the beginning of the movie, and the Headless Horseman, just fantastic. Loved him, like, riding around screaming with those chiseled teeth. Just a great movie. Up next we have Slither from 2006. Yeah, really fun sort of slimy monster movie with Emily Banks and Nathan Fillion. Yeah, Michael Rooker, really good as her husband. Good fun movie. Another fun horror movie from that year, 2006, Snakes on the Plane, with Samuel L. Jackson, of course. Loads of fun. Don't take it too seriously. Yeah, that scene with the girl and the guy in the bathroom was pretty good. Good Mile High Club scene, that one. Alright, up next we have Splice from 2010 on Blu-ray with Adrian Brody and Sarah Polley, Delphine Cheniak. Yeah, really cool, weird horror sci-fi. Yeah, messed up scene when Adrian Brody has sex with the creation. It's kind of messed up, but yeah, it's got some good moments, that film. Alright, up next we have Stigmata from 1999, another one of these devil religious films from that year that starred Gabriel Byrne, also Patricia Arquette and Jonathan Pryce. Really good film from that year, 1999. Kevin Bacon in Stir of Echoes, Ileana Douglas as well, wonderful. Yeah, really cool film. Alright, up next we have The Strangers from 2008, sort of home invasion movie with Liv Tyler and Scott Speedman. Up next we have Dario Argento's Suspiria from 1977 with Jessica Harper and Stefania Cassini. Fantastic visuals, the music, just really crazy, good film, one of Argento's best. Up next we have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original from 1974, directed by Tobe Hooper on to this Ultimate Edition Steelbook. Fantastic film, one of my favorite horror films of the 70s. And the only other Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie I have is the remake, the 2003 remake with Jessica Biel and Arlie Ermy. I thought it was fantastic. Yeah, just loads of fun, really good kill scenes, and I thought it was great. Alright, up next we have Theater of Blood from 1973. Midnight movie, of course, with Vincent Price and Diana Rigg. Fantastic fun. Really good film. Up next we have Trick or Treat from 2009. Great Halloween anthology. Yeah, I remember Anna Paquin and Brian Cox in this film. Leslie Bibb. Yeah, really good, fun film to watch on Halloween, that's for sure. Alright, up next we have Tucker and Dale vs. Evil from 2011 on Blu-ray. Fantastic fun. Sort of turning the whole slasher genre on its head. I thought it was fantastic. Tyler Labine, fantastic as Tucker. Alan Tudyk as well. Katrina Bowden. Just really cool film. I love that movie. Alright, up next we have Turistas from, when did this come out now? I think 2006 or 2008, one of those two. Yeah, good film with Melissa George and Josh Duhamel. Yeah, about college kids on vacation in Brazil. Alright, up next we have Tusk on Blu-ray from 2014. Yeah, really messed up film directed by Kevin Smith with Justin Long, Michael Parks, Haley Joel Osment, and Genesis Rodriguez. Crazy, that film, to be honest. Alright, up next, moving on down, we move to the Underworld films. The first one from 2003, my favorite of the franchise, 2-disc unrated extended cut with Kate Beckinsale and Scott Speedman. Love me some Kate Beckinsale in tight black leather, that's for sure. Underworld Evolution from 2006. These are kind of tight, so I'm going to take this one out and leave it out for now. And Underworld Rise of the Lycans from 2009. It's hard to believe that like Michael Sheen ended up in these movies as well. Probably my least favorite of the franchise, that one. And Underworld Awakening from 2012 on 3D Blu-ray. Yeah, I really like this a lot. I thought it was pretty awesome. Probably my favorite of the sequels. Alright, up next we have Urban Legend from 1998. Yeah, sort of film that was in the same mold as the Scream movies and I Know What You Did Last Summer with Rebecca Gayheart. Yeah, cool film, has some good moments. Jared Leto, Alicia Witt in it as well. Up next we have VHS from 2012, I believe, on Blu-ray. Yeah, good little film. Anthology found footage movie. Had some good scenes. I haven't seen the sequel or sequels. I don't know if there's a third one. Maybe there probably is by now. Up next we have Vacancy from 2008. Another good film. Luke Wilson and Kate Beckinsale end up in a small dingy motel and of course get terrorized. Very popular, those type of films in the mid to late 2000s. Alright, up next we have Vampires, film directed by John Carpenter from 1998. Yeah, underrated vampire film starring James Woods. Up next we have Van Helsing from, when the hell this come out? Oh my god. I think 2003, I want to say. That could be way off. Yeah, Hugh Jackman and Kate Beckinsale. You may see a pattern here. Kate Beckinsale in a corset. Nothing wrong with that. But the special effects kind of terrible in that movie. Up next we have a horror double feature of Village of the Damned and Children of the Damned. Village of the Damned from 1960. Fantastic film with George Sanders and Barbara Shelley. Alright, up next we have Warm Bodies on Blu-ray. Really terrific film with Nicholas Hoult and, oh god, I'm blanking on her name. Teresa Palmer, that's it, yeah, it came to me. Yeah, a film that was produced by my good friend Marcy Papandreou's sister. So she's very proud of that one. It's a really good film. Up next we have What Lies Beneath from 2000. Yeah, good ghost story directed by Robert Zemeckis. Hope you can see the, there you go. Harrison Ford and Michelle Pfeiffer. I remember, yeah, the bath scene was really good, really creepy. Good film. Up next we have White Zombie from 1932 with Bela Lugosi, one of the first films ever about zombies. And of course the film that led Rob Zombie to name his band after this movie. Alright, up next we have The Wicker Man from 1973. Fantastic British horror film, of course. Directed by Robin Hardy. Christopher Lee, Edward Woodward. That's a hard one to say. Edward Woodward. That's a lot of words. And Britt Eklund, fantastic dance naked she does early on in that film. The remake, of course, with Nicolas Cage was terrible. That's all I'll say about that. Alright, up next we have The Wolfman. Usually I take these stickers off, but I left it on. Anyway, from 2010 on Blu-ray. Yeah, good remake with Benicio del Toro, Anthony Hopkins, Emily Blunt, and Hugo Weaving. Which of course then leads me to the Wolfman Legacy Collection with Lon Chaney Jr. from 1941. Also features Werewolf in London from 1935. Interesting, that came before that. Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman from 1943, and She-Wolf of London, which is a really good sequel, from 1946. Alright, up next we have The Woman in Black on Blu-ray from 2012 with Daniel Radcliffe. Yeah, good creepy sort of gothic horror ghost story. I like those type of stories, gothic, old-timey ghost stories set in Britain, so I dug that film. I didn't like the sequel, though. Alright, up next we have World War Z from 2013 on Blu-ray, 3D Blu-ray with Brad Pitt. Yeah, really good. Yeah, really cool film. I liked it a lot. Is that in the right place? Yeah, okay. Up next we have Wrong Turn from... when this come out now, I think 2002 with Eliza Dushku. Yeah, I like the first one a lot. Haven't seen any of the sequels. Don't really have a desire to. Alright, moving on, we have Young Frankenstein from 1974, one of Mel Brooks' best, of course. Again, very sad that we lost Gene Wilder a couple weeks ago. Yeah, just a fantastic movie, one of his best of all time, that's for sure. And last but not least, we have Zombieland from 2009. Fantastic fun. Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, Emma Stone, and Abigail Breslin. Fantastic cameo, of course, by Bill Murray. Yeah, I liked it more than Shaun of the Dead. So deal with it. So that is my horror collection. Thank you for watching as always. Up next will be my James Bond section. So until next time, I'll see ya.
Bond. James Bond.